Yes, I told you that this is going to be the bottom for Bitcoin, but in this video I'm going to explain you why we could expect one last dump and then this major breakout towards the upside all the way to the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level from this overall consolidation, or call it accumulation phase, where by the way you should be accumulating not only Bitcoin but crypto in general, and we're going to find out exactly why. Because if you're still bearish within this major manipulated phase, and yes guys, I've been telling you exactly what we could expect and where we are in the bull market, so if you didn't watch this video yet, guys, go over to my YouTube channel, smash up the like button and subscribe, and make sure to watch this video to exactly know what's going on. And yes guys, if you want to make some daily profits, join my signal group. But most importantly guys, yes, we're going to find out why we could expect this bullish move, because I told you so. This was just a major manipulation, breaking 7,130 Bitcoin into large wallets, and yes, this is a new historical record. Holders controlling at least 0.1% of the total Bitcoin supply added 7,130 Bitcoin, valued at approximately 436 million on their wallets. And yes guys, if we read on, this was yesterday alone. So overall guys, during this major dump where everybody was extremely fearful, a lot of people and a lot of whales and major institutions bought exactly here. And where do we got the proof from? Yes guys, Bitcoin ETFs, 31 million net inflows today. And yes, this is the first positive inflow since June the 12th. So yes, this gives me the bullish indication that we could expect this continuation and that this has been the bottom. But guys, we're going to start on the daily chart to find out first of all what we could expect from this major move, because yes, we nearly came down to the 200 moving average. We exactly bounced off from the 58,400 US dollar level. We didn't touch the 200 moving average yet, but ultimately guys, this is going to be my most bearish case, that we're going to come all the way back down to the 200 moving average, and I'm going to explain you why. But first of all, we're going to take the Fibonacci retracement level from the swing low that we had in this overall consolidation phase after Bitcoin reached its all-time high exactly here. We saw this consolidation and formed lower highs, but afterwards we could see that the price movement came all the way back down and formed this range low exactly here. This was exactly at the levels of 56,845. But yes, we can see that the Fibonacci retracement levels all the way from this low all the way to the high, we came all the way back down into the 78.6 and 88.6 Fibonacci retracement level, and this usually isn't perfect retracement because we could see that the price movement all the way from this pump came down 88.6%, and yes, we closed the candle bodies over the 78.6, and this gives me the indication that here's a lot of buying pressure from BlackRock and also a lot of support exactly within this zone, and we came all the way up and retested the 61.8 as resistance exactly here. And this is also perfectly lining up with the top of this box from the golden ratio. So yes, this is the first indication that we could expect a retracement all the way back down, because if you've been watching my videos, you exactly know that Bitcoin doesn't like these V-shaped recoveries, that the price movement comes all the way back down and sees this fast move towards the upside. No, we could expect that the price movement comes down, pumps, and we see a double bottom exactly here, as we could see on the price movement on the daily chart exactly where we formed this low. We could see that the daily candle close was all the way up here, but then we saw this pump all the way to the resistance point exactly here, the 100 moving average, and then we formed this double bottom, and this double bottom was a higher low exactly here. We're going to look at that on the 4-hour chart, because yes, on the 4-hour chart this was exactly this move, this fast move. We formed the bottom, saw a pump, we came all the way back down, we formed higher lows, and we formed this rounding bottom, and this is absolute bullish guys, and this is also what I could expect for the price movement at the local price exactly here, because ultimately guys, like I've been telling in my previous video, Bitcoin doesn't like these V-shaped recoveries, and that's why we're going to look at the Fibonacci retracement levels from the swing low all the way to the local high, which was exactly here at the levels of 62,400 US dollars. And yes guys, at the moment we can see that we saw this 23.6 retracement all the way down here. We lost this level, closed underneath the 23.6, exactly with this candle, with this doji candle, this indecision candle, and then we could see that the price movement came all the way back down to the 38.2, and this is also exactly the level that is holding the price movement of Bitcoin. And yes, the perfect scenario for Bitcoin would be that we're going to hold this level, but ultimately guys, I do expect a retest exactly at the 61.8, exactly here, because it perfectly lines up. Look at the price movement, it perfectly lines up with the 60,000 US dollars, the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, and this would be a perfect double bottom for Bitcoin with a higher low exactly here. And this is also extremely important for the price movement of Bitcoin, that we're going to break the 60,000 US dollars as we did exactly here with a fast candle, and that we're going to retest the 61.8 as support, and that we could expect that yes, the 60,000 US dollars is going to be the bottom and the strong support for Bitcoin, and that we could expect this breakout and this continuation all the way back up to the previous high. So yes guys, this is my bullish take for Bitcoin, and yes, there is a possibility that we're going to hold the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level and come back above the 23.6, but ultimately guys, if we're going to lose the 38.2, we could expect this dump all the way back down to the 61.8, but this would be still extremely bullish with a higher low, a W pattern, and also this double bottom for Bitcoin. But yes guys, we could also come as far as the 78.6 all the way down here to form a double bottom and still be a higher low. But ultimately guys, the worst scenario that we could expect for Bitcoin is that we're going to come all the way back down to the 200 moving average, find a daily candle close exactly at the 200 moving average and also the 88.6, and that we could then expect this continuation towards the upside. But yes, this sideways consolidation within this range and this overall range guys is just to get you bearish and to get you to sell all of your cryptocurrencies, so that we're going to see this move higher and that you're going to buy in exactly here to cause this FOMO and to break the previous all-time high. But being a smart investor, you should accumulate Bitcoin if we're going to see the dumps in the market or even the sideways consolidation with exactly the right time horizon. And if you don't know what time horizon, guys, make sure to watch this video. But ultimately guys, let's go over to the bubbles, because yes, on the weekly chart we can see that AGIX, Fetch, Injective, Casper and also Bonk, so this major pump towards the upside. Yes, IGIX is up 24%, Fetch 26%, maybe from the merge, because these major companies are going to merge together into one. So ultimately guys, if you're going to hold AGIX and Fetch, you could expect a major new coin with a major potential towards the upside. But yes guys, if we go over to the monthly chart, yes, this might shock you if you would have invested in all of these coins, or if you're invested into these coins, but with the right time horizon guys, and if you want a dollar cost average even more into these cryptocurrencies. And yes, you can see it as negative numbers, as being down in the market, but you could also change your mindset and see that all of these numbers is just a discount that you're getting on this major investment, because ultimately guys, we all know what's going to happen and where we are in the crypto market. We have seen the Bitcoin halving exactly at this vertical line, and at the previous Bitcoin halvings, after we broke the previous all-time high, we saw this parabolic run, and at the Bitcoin halving exactly here, broke the previous all-time high, parabolic run. And yes guys, you're exactly here. So know your time horizon and know what to do next. Dollar cost average and buy the dips. And if you want to buy crypto on the spot market, make sure to go down in the video description below and sign up to BloFin, where you don't need any KYC. And if you want to receive a major deposit bonus, guys, go over to Bybit, where you receive a 30,000 US dollar deposit bonus. But ultimately guys, before we're going to end this video, let's go over to Solana, because a lot of people have phoned me and also wrote me, what is going on with Solana? Is this a time to sell? Because maybe you've bought exactly the top. Guys, you don't want to be selling when the markets are down, because this usually is the best entry point for the next major move towards the upside. Yes, maybe we're going to go down a little bit more, but ultimately guys, this is just going to bring your average entry price down if you bought the tops. So if you bought the tops, turn around your mindset and buy the bottom exactly here, because if we're going to zoom out on the weekly chart for Solana, ultimately guys, if we're going to zoom all the way back to the previous all-time high, we saw this consolidation phase and even this major pump and even this major dump after the Bitcoin halving for Solana exactly here. So if you would have bought exactly the top for Solana, you saw this dump after the Bitcoin halving of 79, nearly 80% towards the downside. So yes, would have this been the right opportunity to sell Solana exactly here? No, definitely not, because afterwards we saw this major pump towards the upside of, believe it or not, 22,000%. And yes, Solana was new around about these times. You can argue that Solana won't pump as hard, but yes, this is the second bull run for Solana, and I could expect at least that we're going to come all the way back up to the previous all-time high, or even break the $500 level, or even see this major pump all the way to the $1,000 for Solana. But ultimately guys, we can even go over to Link, which has been here for a longer time period guys, and ultimately at the previous halving exactly here, we also saw this major dump. And once again, was this the right opportunity to sell Link exactly here, or even here, or even here? No guys, this would have been your best entry points for the next major bull run, and we even saw Link after the Bitcoin halving went up 1,300%. So ultimately guys, you're still buying this major consolidation phase. And if you didn't watch my videos, which I made about crypto exactly here, because my channel is up and running for nearly 2 years, guys, you've missed out some major moves. And ultimately, this is your last entry point before this parabolic run towards the upside. So use this opportunity and make sure to save this video, because exactly here I told you that we're going to see one more dump form this W for Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, maybe come all the way back down to the 61.8, have this perfect W and this higher low for Bitcoin before we're going to see this next move towards the upside, and with the worst case scenario being all the way back down to the 200 moving average. But ultimately guys, round about the $60,000 is going to be the ultimate bottom for Bitcoin. So if you want to find out even more about cryptocurrencies, go down in the video description below, sign up to my channel, and make sure to be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.